Santa should be shredded. Why is Santa not shredded? That's the title of today's vlog. Why is Santa not shredded? I just think it was good to be able to, and it's quite funny because it's probably the first week in 4 months that I've actually been out of the office. So for me, it was good to be able to go and spend some time actually, I coach and mentor business owners, as everyone knows. It's always good to play student. It's always good to have another set of eyes, and not just a set of eyes, like some very successful eyes looking on the business as well. So, we're certainly making the right strides moving forward. And I think we spent half the day just downloading my brain, which was a very peaceful thing to be able to do, for me anyway, not for everyone else listening, but it's just good to be able to step out and instead of being in the we're not looking at whilst we're doing. So it was just a good reiteration of all of that. It took a message to Daniel to say, hey, we need to get an ad up right now for the next 12 hours because, 2 for 1, big special. And without going into the granular of how it works, but whilst there was only a couple of sales, they were massive sales. So it was like $86 ad spend for 1,000 return. Us being proactive like that is going to show the client that, in fact, all these guys are active on my stuff instead of the set forget method, which we're not about. That's not what we do. Yeah, so welcome to today. Welcome. Yeah, today, Friday. This week has gone super quick. Been away in Melbourne for a couple of days, doing some busyness, really exciting things for CMG. And I've been saying in the last couple of vlogs that I'm excited to share it with you. I am excited. Very little context, but what it does is just the build up to what I'm going to share is really exciting and important. Continually.
Yeah. Don't.
I'm like, what?
Don't do it, man. You gotta give.
Right, you gotta come here though. You gotta turn that off and come here for a second.
12 seconds later.
As you can see, we just put up the Christmas tree. Let's just show that right there.
Just stay out the back.
Only took about 20 seconds to put up. So we're getting into the Christmas festivities. It was good to actually, become student and have advisors who are helping, because you're never too good. Just because you might be a good coach or you might be able to build good business, you still need help. Everyone needs help. And for me, the help was just having sounding boards where I knew what I put out, I would get back another thinking tool or another way of thinking or a posing question. And that's what it is. You need to have people in your corner who can help. They don't need to show you how to do it, but just by posing specific questions and having people who have been in business and very, very successful in business makes a world of difference. So having advisors, having a board. For us, it's the first time I've experienced that in business. Not many businesses actually have a board of directors. You only do that if you're serious about really growing, scaling, and turning into a real solid company. So it's good to play student. I love it.
What do you look for in a board?
Diversity, different industries. I'm not looking for people like me. The last thing I need is 5 people sitting on our board who are like Brett. That's not going to help because I need people to challenge thoughts. I need people to bring different perspectives, different ideas, questions that I would not think of asking. And again, that's the beauty of a collective. It's interesting where I was always I'd like to say to everyone is you need a coach. I don't think everyone needs a coach. You need multiple. You don't need a coach, you need multiple. Man, you need to get it. And look, the reality is people go, but I can't afford coaches. It's like, can you afford not to have a coach? How serious are you about growing your business? If you're serious about growing your business, you'll look at it as an investment up front for the future. And if you can't give up time or you can't give up money, think of other ways. Is there another way you can get upside? Do you have to give a piece of your business away maybe? I don't know. Do you have to give away potential profit of your business? I don't know. But you got to ask yourself the question, would you rather be a whole of nothing or a part of something big? I was told that actually when I was an apprentice. 16 years old, I was about a month into my apprenticeship and one of the head tradesmen there was leaving to start his own joinery factory, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. And my boss said to me, he goes, look, there's a few ways you can go about it. One is you can go and start your own thing and you can have a whole of it, or you can go and start your own thing and you might want to earn I don't know, 100 grand a year, and if you're happy with that, that's cool. Or would you have 10% of a larger company that's making 100 grand, where the responsibility, I guess probably enjoyment, I'd say would be a lot different. You just got to weigh up the factors. And it was interesting for me, like I've got multiple partnerships and multiple businesses now as well. It was a transition for me to start thinking, because I was like, no, I want the whole thing. I want to own the whole race course. Interesting thought process. You look at Peter Thiel and Elon Musk. They both had very successful companies before PayPal was started. So they were actually competing. They were the two companies that were competing nose for nose in the industry. And they looked at the market, they looked at what they were doing, and they thought, man, we could become a powerhouse by combining together, and they created PayPal. But you look at that and you go, well, that's smart. The best lead generation thing you can be doing right now, if you do not have surplus cash to be able to put into Facebook advertising, is simply using Facebook Lives, doing this. So going live, set yourself a parameter, depending on how fast you want to move, how quick you want to turn around will depend on how many lives you do. Now, there's nothing stopping you from doing 2 lives a day, one in the AM, one in the PM. So getting in front of a different audience. Of course, if your product and service caters to different audiences, etc., you might find that evening is the only time that your customers are online. So you've got to be smart about it. And another thing as well is what you could do is talk about topical topics. There you go, topical topics. So for example, I put a video out yesterday and it was around Bitcoin. I've already had several messages of people actually saying they appreciated the video and the point that I was making in it, so that was great. And it just so happened last night Bitcoin dropped like 17% as well. So very timely. So how you can get more traffic and more noise to your fan pages is by talking about topical content, creating great content that actually people want to listen to and share. But that's what I would be doing for a quick turnaround. And then of course you want to look to set the exact strategy of what you're now looking to do from an end result perspective. So sit down and map out what is the end product, what is the end target that you're looking to get someone to do, because that will then really play an important part in the overall where you're spending your time up front as well. So get in there, set your target, let me know below what you're going to do, what you're going to commit to do. I recommend 2 lives a day. Could do 3. Don't let me stop you. Don't do 61 though in a day, because if you do 61, apparently Facebook banned you. That's what happened to me. Another big highlight, which sort of wraps into what we want to go through now, we've been talking about it obviously from the outset, but we've finally got clarity around, I guess it was that thing again, being able to step out and concentrate on something that I think is extremely important for the business and us as people, is just really getting clear on the vision of what we really want to achieve here, the mission attached to that, and then the core values of the business and the company. And it's easy to get into the concept of creating values and just saying, oh yep, here's a word, let's live up to that. But we've come up with what we are going to be running with, and we could have come up with 100 words, because there's always a way to tie something back, but we distilled it down to our top 10 that we really want to look at. And this is something, again, that we want to make sure that even tying into when we do our Made It Happen later on, it's looking for where people are really displaying these characteristics. We've pulled each other up on a couple of things on just maybe the way we're thinking about something. We were like, well, we've got this as our core value, but that sort of isn't in alignment with it. So it's a real good roadmap for us to make sure, we have our focus on the right things. So in regards to the purpose of the entire, business CMG, us as a whole, the guiding light, the thing that we aspire to, we've come up with the relentless pursuit of greatness in all endeavors. So the relentless pursuit, meaning and of greatness, is every single thing we do, we're always pushing, we're always striving, we're always trying to be great, right? And whether that's personally, whether that's to a client, whether that's a conversation with a client, it's a conversation between 2 of you, 3 of you, however that looks, is we're always pushing towards. So it doesn't mean we are great every second of the day, but we're always driving towards that. And that's sort of like the guiding light, and always something we can come back to and ask ourselves and go, did I today? So if you want to look back at the end of the week and you go, was I a representation of the relentless pursuit of greatness? In regards to greatness, you'll see, you know, posters of Unleash Your Greatness, all of that. Like that, for me personally, coming up with this and defining that was, I truly believe, you know, like we do really have one shot at life, and all we're going to look back on at the end of the day is, did I show up? Was I happy with what I did? And we all know that we're not here just to be average players, right? We know that you wouldn't be working here if that was the case. So it's always looking for what could be done here, what could I do better, how could I become better? So it's just that pursuit in all areas. You wanted to say something?
Yeah, guys, this is something that purpose, the relentless pursuit of greatness in all endeavors, is something that means a lot to Brett and I. You know, we're trying to pursue greatness for this company. We're trying to pursue greatness for our clients, and we're trying to pursue greatness for you, your career, your life. We're trying to pursue greatness for ourselves, you know, so it really is something that is very close to Brett and I, and we're extremely passionate about. You know, we don't just want this company to do well, we want you to do well. You know, we want, for clients, engaging Campbell Media Group to be the best business decision they've ever made. So I just want to let you know that it's not just something that sounds good, it's very personal to Brett and I of what we want for everybody involved.
Your own little tree in here now?
Yeah, I'm gonna get my own Christmas tree, and I'm gonna buy myself presents. Just put it under it.
From Brett?
Just off, yeah, from Brett to Brett. You're amazing.
I can't believe it's already Christmas.
Yeah.
That went quick.
Write myself amazing letters. Well, this week has gone extremely quick. I know every other week does too, but
yeah.
My God. Next week we're in Sydney, and then we only got 2 weeks left. Another week down, 3 more weeks till the fat man comes. So I don't know why Santa has why does he have to be fat? Why not lean Santa?
Realistically, he should be fit.
He should be lean as.
He's carrying all the presents in the world.
And how many chimneys does that dude have to abseil down?
Exactly.
And then I assume he comes back up the chimney. Well, Santa should be shredded. Why is Santa not shredded? That's the title of today's vlog. Why is Santa not shredded? It just doesn't make sense. But anyhow, that's another vlog. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, go and do it, and then you can take that thank you, because then you'd have a reason to have the thank you, right? Anyway, it's been a big week. I'm actually tired. My eyes feel like they're hanging out of the head. So I'm gonna go home, enjoy, put my feet up. I should have a warm bath tonight. I'm gonna have a nice warm spa bath. Yeah, we've got a house with a spa bath. I've used it twice in 5 years. What the? Probably go home and not do it tonight. So check back in. We'll check back in on Monday. I might take I'll take a selfie. I won't do that. Yeah, that's it. That's all we got, man. That's all we got. See ya. Thank you for watching today's vlog. If you would like to tune into another episode, hit the video on your left, and don't forget to subscribe by hitting the link on the right.